Chapter 5. Strategic Momentum. Sun Tzu said, in general, managing a large army is like managing a small one. This is a matter of organizational structure. Commanding a large army in battle is like commanding a small one. This comes down to issuing orders effectively. When a large force can withstand enemy attacks without collapsing, it is due to flexible use of conventional and unconventional tactics. Crushing the enemy force as easily as smashing an egg with a rock comes from skillfully avoiding strength and striking weakness. Typically, battles begin with conventional forces and end in victory through the use of surprise. Those skilled in surprise tactics adapt like the endless transformations of nature and flow like mighty rivers. Their actions cycle like the sun and moon, and return like the changing seasons. There are only 5 musical notes, yet endless melodies. There are only 5 basic colors, yet infinite combinations create countless beautiful scenes. There are only 5 basic flavors, yet together they yield endless tastes. Although there are only 2 methods of attack, conventional and unconventional, their combinations are endless. The transition between the two is like circling endlessly around a ring. It has no beginning and no end. Who can truly master it? Rushing water can sweep away boulders because of its momentum. Hawks strike with precision because they seize the right moment and distance. In the same way, a skilled commander builds force with momentum and acts with explosive speed. Well-formed momentum is like a drawn bow. Rapid execution is like the release of the trigger. In the chaos of maneuvering troops and horses, discipline must not break down. Even when conditions are unclear, formations must be firm and adaptable in all directions to prevent defeat. When we show the enemy disorder, it comes from internal order. When we appear timid, it is because we possess true courage. When we pretend to be weak, it is because we are strong. Order and disorder reflect the strength of our organization. Courage or cowardice arises from the situation. Strength or weakness is the external expression of internal capability. Therefore, a commander who skillfully manipulates the enemy creates illusions to lure them into action. The enemy responds because they believe the illusion. Offering small advantages draws them into our control. In this way, we entice them forward and strike with full force at the right moment. A master of warfare does not demand perfection from subordinates. Instead, he selects talent and places them where they can create advantage. With the right people and the right momentum, success follows. Commanding troops with proper momentum is like rolling logs or rocks down a hill. Logs and rocks stay still on flat ground, but on steep slopes, they move with force. Square shapes resist movement. Round ones roll freely. In the same way, a skilled commander creates conditions like rolling a boulder from a mountain, unstoppable and devastating. This is what Sun Tzu refers to as momentum. This chapter is titled Momentum because it is about creating inevitability. If I establish the right momentum, the result will follow naturally. What is the relationship between formation and momentum? Formation is your strength and strategy. Momentum is how you apply it, especially through tactics and management. Managing many people is like managing few, because organization makes it scalable. If structure is sound, managing large teams is as easy as moving your own arm. Modern management theory evolved from military structure. The art of organization, how to divide responsibilities and allocate resources, is a deep and sophisticated science. That's why the opening lines of this chapter focus on organization and management. Sun Tzu believed the foundation of military effectiveness lies in proper structure, where ranks and roles are clearly defined. Orders must flow smoothly to ensure rapid and accurate communication. While we talk about information warfare today, military operations have relied on effective communication from the beginning. Famous commanders throughout history were also experts in information systems. Napoleon, for example, was a master of flag signaling. In Japan's Sengoku era, Takeda Shingen dominated thanks in part to his advanced fire beacon system, the most sophisticated in the country. His ability to organize communication infrastructure made him formidable even before a single battle. Organizational design and command systems are enduring challenges. As circumstances change, structures must adapt. When a business expands, its old structure often becomes obsolete. Constant reform and cross-department coordination become essential. When two armies face off, they begin with direct engagement. The commanders observe from the rear and deploy their reserves at a decisive moment. This is the essence of winning through surprise. The phrase, "engage with the conventional, win with the unexpected," was not Sun Tzu's invention. Warfare had followed this pattern for over 1,000 years. Ancient manuals like the Yellow Emperor's writings on surprise tactics emphasized this same idea. The unexpected often refers to reserve or mobile units. There are not so many surprise tactics, just as there are limited musical notes. But their application is infinite. Like music composed from 7 notes or colors mixed from 3 primaries, surprise tactics yield endless possibilities. In business, there's a saying, "If others don't have it, I offer it. If others have it, mine is better. If theirs is good, mine is abundant. If theirs is abundant, I evolve." The essence of this philosophy lies in winning through surprise. Whether in product development, marketing, or sales strategy, innovation and differentiation are key. Following the competition is a path to failure. In Japan's competitive financial industry, banks went to great lengths to attract customers. Ikeda Bank in Osaka opened a museum featuring over 8,000 piggy banks from 56 countries. Kyoto Credit Union set up a tasting shop next to its bank, offering local specialties and fresh seasonal teas. Kansai Credit Union in Kobe created a lounge for the elderly and hosted regular social events. Some banks even provided free health checkups for depositors during visits. These creative tactics drew in large numbers of clients. The interplay between conventional and unexpected methods is endlessly adaptable. There are no fixed rules in war. Success comes from seizing opportunities and striking when least expected. Sun Tzu believed that the conventional and the surprising depend on and transform into each other. It is in this interaction that opportunity is born, allowing for decisive blows. Consider football. The team holding the ball is like the conventional force. The players making off-ball runs are the surprise element. When the pass is made, their roles switch. The receiver becomes conventional, and the passer becomes support. The field is a battlefield, and each moment brings a shift between the conventional and the unexpected. By analyzing the nature of momentum and timing, Sun Tzu stressed the importance of seizing fleeting opportunities and striking swiftly. Creating and using advantageous momentum, coupled with the right allocation of forces, unlocks the army's full potential. Sun Tzu viewed disorder and order, courage and fear, strength and weakness as interconnected. What appears chaotic may come from strict internal order. What looks like retreat may be bait from true bravery. What seems weak may conceal hidden strength. Disorder is born from discipline, and so is the illusion of cowardice or vulnerability. Victory lies in guiding the enemy into your trap. A wise commander studies the enemy's psychology, creates distractions, and offers appealing gains to lure them in. The groundwork for victory is laid through these subtle manipulations. In business, understanding human psychology is just as vital. By providing sufficient incentives and communicating value, you can win cooperation and achieve your goals. In 1963, several Japanese TV manufacturers agreed on a minimum export price. Their TVs entered the U.S. market at 40 to 60% below American prices without violating anti-dumping laws. American companies tried to cut costs to compete, but the price gap persisted. The Japanese then offered rebates privately, while officially declaring the legal minimum price at customs. Sears, the largest U.S. retailer, accepted this strategy. Eventually, over 80 U.S. retailers joined them. With a modest incentive, Japan captured the U.S. TV market. In this chapter, Sun Tzu emphasizes two key points: leveraging momentum and selecting talent. To win, one must first create favorable conditions. Momentum must be grasped and used by capable individuals. That is why choosing the right people is critical. Great leaders focus on shaping conditions, not micromanaging subordinates. They build the situation and let the right people execute. Sun Tzu ends this chapter with a vivid image, pushing a round stone down a 1,000-foot cliff. The higher the mountain and the heavier the stone, the greater the force. Understanding how to build and ride such momentum is the secret to victory. Those skilled in warfare rely on momentum, not just individuals. First build the momentum, then choose the right person for the right place. That is true leadership. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more.